Very happy, and I actually ordered a third set of the drapes to put up just so I would have more fullness. This is what it looks like with the third set. So now I have 6 panels on there, and I put my scarf back up just for visual interest. Very happy with these. I ordered drapes and rods from my bedroom window because I needed some privacy in there. It's the guest bedroom actually. And also I got the kind that insulate because the bedroom is on the north side. I purchased the ones with these types of openings because I wanted them to slide on the curtain rod like these do. Check in the text below and in the pinned comment. I'll provide a link on these exact products or something similar in case you want to buy something like this for yourself or someone you care about. So the ones I got were from NICETOWN, and they're 42 inches by 63. They're pitch black solid. They're a little slinky. I was really wanting something that wasn't quite as shiny. The bedroom is like just kind of, I guess probably more, I hate to say it, but masculine than feminine. But it is what it is, right? So the top part has this. It's doubly lined, so I think it's going to be very sturdy. The edges are double stitched. Looks pretty solid. The material's pretty thick. And then the bottom is like this. Let's see if those are long enough. The curtain rod, I got those kind of funky looking things. One, because these screw directly into the wall, I believe. And I won't have to deal with a whole bunch of like drama. I ordered the 48 to 86 inch set of rods. The instructions show you the parts that are included in each set, and since I ordered the 48 to 86, I folded it back so I can look at this at the top to make sure I have all of my parts. The little parts come in a bag. I'll separate those. I found everything I needed. You have 3 A pieces, and they are labeled with the A on them. You have 1 B piece labeled with a B on it, 1 C piece labeled with a C on it, 1 central bracket here. Then this part's a little deceptive. You have the round piece, the pipe, and then the curved pipe. They're not put together, but all of the pieces are there. I'm going to measure first to see if the curtains are going to be long enough and wide enough. So they meet halfway. And they come down below the length of the blinds, so I can actually bring them up a little bit higher, I believe, which is what I'm going to do. The first step says to add and screw all the A's together. Check on my cellophane to make sure I have all A's. One side's smaller, the other side's bigger. And it looks like they just screw in like that. One done. Then we screw a C to one side and a B to one side. So I'm going to do the C one first. C. Goes in like that. Then the B. Screws in the same way. And you have the telescopic end to make it longer or shorter. It skips a lot of parts, but we have to put these things together here first. It neglects to tell you this part, how to put it together, but this is what it's supposed to look like. This is the part that goes on the wall, and this is the part that's going to go into the curtain rod that we just did. Let me show you why. Because the end of the curtain rod has this screw that goes in there. So this will go in here, and then the part that doesn't have the little screw on the end threads onto there. So now we have the two ends. Now comes the fun part of framing it on the wall. I measured the exact width of the outside edge and my window from the top to the bottom, and I've got about that much to play with. So I could actually put the curtain rod through here and let the hanger be probably about equal to the circles. So I'm going to go that route and make a template and go ahead and drill my holes for the rod. So the top of my window is going to end here, and I want it to overlap a little bit. So the bottom, this is from the top of my window to the roof. So if I want it to overlap a little bit, I'm going to have to give it a little bit of an allowance. So I'm thinking that the holder will split the difference. The rod needs to come about through the 13 mark. That puts my top screw somewhere around the 12 mark. So we're going to try that. I don't really have a good way to show you the measuring in the template, but I measured about 12.5, and since these have to go this way, I just made a mark at 12.5 there to put the first screw, and did the same thing on the other side. I don't really have a drill bit, so I'm going to use a hammer and a large nail and see if this works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Get out of the way. I'm a complete amateur. I made myself a template so I can put holes for the other ones in. I'm just going to screw it in because I don't think we're going to have a lot of wear and tear on this actually. Didn't bring enough screws. See if I can be a little bit smarter about using the template on this one. I went ahead and slid my curtains on the curtain rod. Make sure you alternate them. And I wanted this to be towards the back. So make sure you have the outside facing the room and the other side facing the window. Make sure when you put this part up that you have this part facing towards the rod instead of not up or down. Otherwise you're going to have to unscrew that part and it might be a little loose. So I can get to the screw. I'll have to get somebody stronger than me to screw that one in. Now we should be ready to screw this in. I really need 2 people to do this. It's gonna be awkward. Looking back, I think there's probably a more logical way to do this. Definitely use a hand. I'm just lucky I had this to brace up here. Otherwise, I probably pulled it out from the wall. I need to pull my telescopic one out a little bit. Turn that up. So the telescopic one just pulls out and you screw it in. It doesn't really tell you when it's done or stops. They are up. They're definitely not perfect. They're not quite as wide as I would like for them to be, but they were the widest ones I could find, so they'll have to do for now. I could buy like just a single panel and add to this section right here, close that gap up. But my main thing was to close up around the edges of the window for privacy and to help keep that northern wind from blowing in right there. That is what they look like open. That is what they look like with the scarf that my mom gave me as a decorative thing in the center to kind of give it a little visual interest in the places where it doesn't quite meet. Just tied a knot in the bottom and used a random earring because I lost the other one to secure it at the top. I ended up buying another set of the drapes, so there's actually 4 panels on this window now. That provides me full coverage so that I have complete blackout. It's daylight outside. I'm going to cut the light off and cut the light on the camera off so you can see how dark it is. This is how dark the curtains make the room. You can see some of the sunshine outside coming in through the top, and you can see some of the sunshine coming in on the bottom of the curtains. If you don't want that on the bottom, you can get the full length drapes that go all the way to the floor. If you don't want that at the top, then you could hang your curtain rod a little bit higher and get the full length panels. But that is pretty dark for a bedroom during the daytime. So I'm very happy with this purchase, the rod and the curtains. Check in the text below and also in the pinned comment. I will provide a link for you to purchase this product or one similar. It helps me out a little bit if you use that link. Thanks a bunch. Thanks for watching my video about my blackout drapes and my steampunk curtain rod. If you have time, please give the video a thumbs up. Watch another video if you have time. Subscribe to my channel or playlist. And until next time, let's just help each other find solutions to problems that we have. Thanks for watching. Bye.